Yeah, my name is Youssif Ouro-Akonda, originally from Togo. I was born in Togo and then grew up in Ghana, the part of Ghana known as the Volta region. That is where I grew up, and I've since been living in the Netherlands for over 30 years. Yeah, the community that I came from, or my community, my tribe, they practice FGM a lot. That means in my family, I had elder sisters that also had gone through the FGM rituals. Yeah, as a youth, when we were growing up, we have less information about the effects of FGM. So for us, it was a festive moment when the girls were put together, and then maybe 8, 9 of them, and then they undergo the ritual of FGM. And after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, when they are completely healed, then there is it is a festive moment where a lot of cooking, different kind of food, and so on, and drumming and dancing. Yeah, so that is how we in my youthful state, this is my encounter with FGM. Until one day, the girlfriend of one of my senior brothers went under a blade, the FGM ritual, and she couldn't survive it. She lost her life due to bleeding. And from that day, I began to detest FGM. It is done when they are preparing the girls to go into their marital homes. Then they perform this type of. So in our community, sometimes you don't see kids, but from the age of 11, 14 to 14, 15, 16, that is how you see it. Yeah, it is a very, very big shock because, this young girl, the physical harmful effects that affect my community is the FGM, but we have social and mental situations that the girls are not given the chance to educate themselves fully, and early marriages. Yeah, so that is also, I can term it as a harmful effect, because the girls didn't have the same opportunity as we, the young ones. Yeah, you see the boys going to school and the girls in the house doing household chores and so on. Yeah, it has been so that girls are being married at a very early age. Yeah, but this time around, things are changing a little bit. Yeah, due to the advocacies and so on. Yeah, when I came into Netherlands, I think we formed an organization here of our community, West African community known as the Wadata, and I got to know that it's the same people, it's the same community that we are growing up here, and there is the tendency of having hooked up with that tradition and culture. Therefore, I, in fact, underwent some training with FSAN. First training was with Zahra to give awareness, and then at the same time, during the training sessions, we learn about the regulation, the rules and regulations of the Netherlands government and the Ministry of Health. Yeah, so we disseminated that to our community so that we don't fall into the law that Yeah, we are trying because now that a lot of young boys are being educated, yeah, and then before it was a kind of taboo to talk about FGM. It is a taboo. When you, a man, you are talking about FGM, then it's like you are a spoiled child. Why are you talking about the woman and their genital parts? You know, so it was a difficult situation. But with education, gradually, yeah, a lot of parents are also modeling young men, and they also understand. My first problem was that when I took up the training of the FGM with FSAN, I found out that the men, we are just so few. It's only the women who were at the forefront. So one time I was organizing a radio broadcast to my community, and I had a lot of phone calls. Hey, Youssif, you are a man. Why are you involved in this type of talk? It is a woman thing. Let the woman do. You understand? But I feel that I should also be part of it, because if the women are going through the FGM, for who are they going through for? Yeah. They are doing it for the men, to prove themselves, and according to our traditionalists, that the girl is clean, is faithful, and so on, and to prove to who? Is to prove to the men. And so the more the men get involved, so that it didn't scare me at all. I still thinking about that beautiful girl that went under FGM, and then she couldn't survive it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It took a man and a woman to produce a child. So if we leave this decision to the woman alone, it will continue for some time. But if the men get involved, because if the men get involved, whilst the women are also playing their part, the men also playing their part, and we make the subject of FGM discussable. We make it discussable among both gender. Then I think we are sure to get some success in the long term. Men should also talk about it, because it is harming the woman. It is harming the woman. You can just imagine what I told you. In the night before the day, this girl ran away from her parents and came to seek refuge by my brother, because she didn't want it to happen to her. She didn't want it. But the tradition forced her. They pounced on her. And finally, when she was bleeding to death, nobody could rescue her. She suffered alone. I believe even my senior brother will never accept any of his daughter if he, to undergo FGM. No. And likewise myself. I have 4 girls. And I don't think let me tell you something. This July 2021, when the schools are on holiday, it is the first time I make the family go down to Africa to go and visit my territory. So when they were going, I didn't go with them, but I gave all of them the passport, FGM passport. I gave it to them. And their mother, I gave her the strict warning that she shouldn't lose her sight from them, and luckily they all went and came back safely. The fact is we are not being able to build bridges enough. We have had quality training here in the Netherlands. We have quality training here. And I think we hope the EU will help us, some of us who are willing to cross into our domains back at home, to go and relate this knowledge to our people. More awareness, education. That's what I'm just saying, that like the training we had under FSAN, if all of us should be encouraged to build bridges. Yeah. There was a time a lot of African countries came together and signed the Maputo Convention, and that is about making FGM illegal. Yeah, but then the governments don't have enough resource. Yeah, because they don't have enough resource to go down to the hinterlands to control all this. They don't have enough resources. We are in 2022, and in 8 years, we have done a lot in the previous years, but I think 8 years is just too little to say we will eradicate FGM completely. No, we could be able to reach 70%, but not 100%.
Why do you think so?
No, I've just stated it previously. I said we need a lot of awareness campaigns. We need a lot of resources so that the key persons, we try to build bridges with the NGOs back in our country. And then, work hand in hand with them. Yeah. And but we will need a lot of resources, so financial resource, to do that. All forms of FGM could be eradicated if we follow what I've just said. That is by educating the masses. Radio programs, television programs nationwide, and at the same time, the various government institutions in charge also come in to state the state laws. Yeah, and it's not only one time to say it and that is it. No, you need a repeated, systematic. Yeah, so that is the only way we can eradicate FGM.